start. I'm broadcasting something. I don't know what you're getting, but I'm broadcasting something.
On YouTube. It's not come up yet. There it is. Okay. Right.
You have, well, no, you have the game, but if Steam's down, you can't go right in and look right over the shoulder. Even that's slight delay too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, are you up there yet?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I'm there.
So
That looks good.
I did 3 run right. Oh, yeah, run. The extra large gates or smaller ones.
Full screen.
Now I've gone ticketing.
Yep.
And I got a ton of things there. I got to figure out if baggage is an issue. That in a minute. Got all my CF. Got a restroom security. So far, those 5 and 6 baggage things, 6 metal detectors, keeping a flow on everything.
Mm-hmm.
I had a big concourse area here, which I was either going to do with a kitchen and cafe or seating. I can still do seating. It does work, but I don't know how well it works yet.
Yeah.
Definitely need a lot of food people around. As you see, I'm 6.6 million in the hole because I built this.
Yeah.
All the gates have 2 ticket booths with a. This one's assigned to first class only. The other one is assigned to just coach only, just to get them through.
Yeah.
And they're all the same way like that.
Yeah. Because they apparently going to be adding new desks as well, so you can you've got the props, and then you've got the small planes, medium, large, and then the super Nova planes.
I've got 3 large hangars. I've got them filled with 3 baggage cars and fuel trucks. So I've got one on this side, should handle these 2 and like maybe that one. I have one on this side, these 2 and this one. I have this side, like these 3 up from. I figured logically that should work.
Mm-hmm.
ILS, lights on the runways. Yeah, upgrade. Only thing I did not do is runway happy lights.
Mm-hmm.
What they are, probably should, but so sure they're very useful.
Then the horizontal ones, they are, aren't they?
Oh, okay, for the flight slope.
For the flight path to tell the pilot if they're too high or too low.
Left to
Yeah.
right also, just like the ad on the
Mm-hmm.
back of the aircraft carrier. Got it.
Yeah.
I have a road coming off the main road for drop-offs in case it gets too busy, and I have pickups separated it, and I have back here deliveries and garbage.
Can you buy more land on this?
This
or are
it
you set to the map size that you choose?
start with it whatever map size you start with. That's it.
Okay,
So if you
so
start
it's
with
just to
this,
go with the biggest possible.
I that's what I did. I'm looking at what I was thinking, and yeah, that's what I want. I'm
Hmm.
sure this. I'm already planning on completely redoing this again.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of doing a ticketing on the, but because you only have one area for drop off right now, you can't really do north ticketing and a south ticketing drop offs like that.
Hmm.
That's what I was thinking. If you had ticketing on the north, ticketing on the south, or then you can have a center concourse for your exiting pickups.
Yeah.
But you can only have one zone of all the different
One.
things. One zone for your baggage claim, one zone for your deliveries,
Oh, okay.
your pickup and drop offs, one zone. But you can have multiple for your restrooms, security, ticketing.
Well,
Hmm.
one
But
trick that someone did was they somebody posted in their video about doing a thing, and he was commenting on it, and he was on about, and it was making a foundation, just a one block foundation outside of the building on the entrance, and then demolishing the wall and placing a ticketing, not ticket booth, a information booth there, so that they could see what flights was doing what before they even entered the airport, to
I
free
was
up.
I was thinking of doing that, but it said you couldn't do that. So no, that would be interesting to be
Yeah, because it has to
because
be placed inside a room. If you
right,
put a foundation and then just delete the, not the foundation, it still considers that as being a room.
right.
So then
Because
you
I
can place
actually
it.
have a
Uh,
flight info right inside the door, and they do. They stop at that.
yeah, because he'd got them right opposite the door, so they wouldn't even walk in. They'd stop outside, look at the information, then they'd walk in. And somebody had said about doing that, and he'd done it, and he went, "Oh,
That's there's improvements on everything.
yeah,
AT flight info. That's the extra displays. I had them here, so then they were backtracking up to uh, ticket lines. I just divided them like that. I was considering doing more first class and coach. Then I
mm-hmm,
just did all of them as a group.
yeah,
But I'm thinking, come down here, get to the conveyor line for the baggage. I have all the boost ticket desks tied into it. They do take the luggage, but I only have one baggage routing station, and it's way over on this side, and it's out of the way for the ones on the bottom of the
mm-hmm.
south one. I'm wondering if that's not making it slow. So I was trying to think I can do another baggage route, but I don't think these things will overlap. If I can get that out
No, they
here,
don't.
yeah,
Yeah,
get them out and then bring them back so that they function, maybe that'll work. I think the way that I have them coming off here, they drop off to different uh, baggage carousels. That's that's the layout. That's the plan.
it's looking good.
It does
Definitely
function.
huge.
Yeah, like we said the other night, go big or don't do it. So I tried.
Yeah. At the end of the day, that's what you'll end up with, something big. So you may as well start off big, get a grips with everything, know what it all does, how it works, and then when you're comfortable, you can start fresh and or continue with what you've got. And I've found out red is good and green is bad.
For
It's the
your secure
opposite.
areas. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And that only makes
So,
sense because of security and stuff like that.
hmm
You got to have
so
something in the secure area or it doesn't work.
so he was placing information booths all over the place, wherever he could.
I do have a few of those.
And then he was placing plants all over the place because they to make it pretty so that they wouldn't moan and
Right. I do the environmental. I don't have, that is blue and red. So red is, I actually have plants over here. I know that.
yeah,
Not
yeah.
sure what
You
the
had
blue
some
is. Is
blue
that,
just
yeah. Um, the information is definitely
the
information
red.
things. And I've got them, I have a few of them spread out so that you don't need them in the baggage claim. You don't need to know when your flights land.
Uh-huh.
You've landed.
Exactly. You only need them on the entrance
Right,
and waiting for your flight,
right. And that's
and
why
maybe
Housing
instead,
Cafe,
and
I
maybe
have
as
a
you
bunch.
check, and maybe as you putting bags through, checking your bags in through the scanners. I mean,
Oh,
because
yeah,
there's on about the scanners as well. They don't do a full 360. They'll only do two directions. Same with the body scanners. So maybe that'll get updated or something at some point.
oh, that pricing. I raised the runway up 400 to 1,000, and per passenger from 10 to 25. Seems to be okay. It took a hit right away, but seems to have come back.
Hmm
I have several, but I have some that canceled. I have
Because
this,
they're putting the prices up.
yeah, reneged by airline. So that's the airline, I think, because of price, but it's only a couple of them. Don't know
Mhm.
why. Schedule wise, because I have the different gates, I've got um, spread out, put a bunch more in there as long as I make sure that they can load up and take off quickly enough.
Yeah.
They seem to be slow, and I think it's because of the baggage getting out to the plane.
Mhm.
This group is already starting to come in because I have it spread out enough. It clears out the airport for a while.
Yeah.
Yep, you can see they're definitely hitting the info display.
Oh yeah. They love to know their information.
Yeah, pretty much already late for your flight, so hurry up. Because you decided to stop at Stevie's and have a burger before you leave the airport.
Oh, I would do that. Definitely. Go have a burger before you go on the flight.
But, yeah, it might be your last burger, so you never know.
Exactly.
I've only flown in an airplane for one trip, and it was
Hmm
three planes. I went from Ohio down to Florida with a connection in Atlanta on the way down and a straight flight on the way back. And it wasn't too bad for a first flight. I wasn't.
I've never been on a plane, but my cousin said that her biggest fear was the actual takeoff. Once it took off, it was fine. The landing, she didn't even know it had landed. It was just the takeoff. That was the part that she was fearing the most. I
I
was like,
didn't ha-
I'd have been fearing the landing more than anything.
I didn't have too much of an issue with any of them. It was just slight nervousness to go around with it all the way around. Then on top of it,
Mm-hmm.
I was pretty lucky. I was near the wings and the
Yeah.
engine, so I could sort of get that sort of ticked off I got to see that right there. Then as we were
Mm-hmm.
coming into the airport in Florida, they had a wildfire 20 or 30 miles away, but you can literally see it as you were coming in. So it was like they had to use the other runway just to get it around it. So
Yeah.
there's the cafe.
It's rather busy by the kitchen, isn't it? They definitely like to go and get their drinks and whatever. Maybe the airlines charge them too much. Can you change the prices on your kitchens?
No, found a way.
Uh,
Can't adjust vending machines or anything. And I have a couple vending machines in.
yeah, I've
Um,
seen them.
I have them in. Here's our decoration. I have some benches. I want to put more benches in, but I wanted to see where everyone was sitting and complaining first.
Mm-hmm.
737. 767. I haven't had a decade.
Yeah, this definitely reminds me of Prison Architects as well.
Yeah, and I've got that one too.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Okay, where are you going? Better not be over here. Airbus A3. Don't tell BP that that plane went through the airport. Only so much I can do with the mechanics of the game.
Yep.
But I even took the time to direct them towards, like, if there was an empty spot, I have them go into the center gateway
Mm-hmm.
so they don't have as far to get off the plane, and if they're loading, they don't have as far to walk.
Yeah. But you're so it's not like Prison Architects where you could purchase more land and make your make your taxiways as far out as you wanted or as needed for the wingspan and that.
Right? No, you can't do that. I mean, yeah, you could, but you'd stay with the smaller
Yeah,
layout.
yeah.
Yeah, you could definitely go realism on it. To
But
be
then,
honest, two runways might actually do it for this,
hmm
but I'm pretty certain that this isn't really take, even though it has weather. I don't know what it's actually playing in game, to be honest.
yeah.
In the wind direction, does that mean they're landing more on my 180-360 runway because it's out of the north, or which they should be, but
Yeah, they'll either fly into it or have the wind behind them, one or isn't it? Then again, it's only 7 knots, so they're not that bad.
right now. And we're thinking actual sim-wise, but
Yeah. I'm not sure what the developers would consider um, when a plane needs to be rerouted. What if this wind speed and direction? At what point that has an effect on which runway the planes would land on?
just noticed one baggage cart came from the bottom and all the way up here to the baggage routing station. They're all doing that. Would be better if I could put more in.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what that means? That means the practice from factory up. Trying to route everything. Okay, some of these planes need
Uh-huh.
0. 506. Supposed to leave at 8 o'clock. It's a few minutes left.
There's some baggage cars coming down.
Yeah, and I think that's what they're. I think that's what the issue is. I don't have the baggage cars getting done here fast enough. That's only leaving with 27 of the 86 passengers.
They're all in the kitchen, that's why.
Some of them were right there in the line. They could have been in the cafe. I could definitely rip it out and just see what it does.
I don't think WRI is probably the luggage. Maybe they don't go there until their luggage is actually loaded up.
Could be.
But some people have said that they've seen a plane leave with just one person on it, even though there's been a queue full of them. So it could also be a bug.
I I get that, but the one guy that been watching, he's had issues early on, but some of his stuff lately, that's not the case. I mean, as long as it's set right, they'll board, they'll be
Oh,
full. So it's my system here, and I'm thinking it's servicing the plane that's causing the.
33 of 111. Two objectives.
Yeah.
So what's the objectives? Is that like thingy missions? That oh,
Um,
not missions, but press tab to cycle through
oh,
objectives.
oh,
Is that just something else? Not an actual objective, just
yeah. I can tap between the two objects here, the plane and gate.
okay.
Tab between.
Objects, yeah, no objectives. Wow, staff wages.
Yeah, but
So
if
your
I
people
actually,
are satisfied by 85% and the airlines by 46%. So I guess that's due to the luggage. That's what they're complaining about.
yeah, if you could actually, I'm pulled up the passenger satisfaction rate. Their hunger needs are down a little bit, which I could either work the kitchen a little bit more and more vending machines. Their frustration, um, I don't know what to deal with the frustration in the rest. That's definitely benches and seats.
Mhm. That could be part of their frustration. Though.
Right. Um, I go to the
But
bank balance. I estimated because I it does change with how many people take off and all that. Flight income is 134, staff expenses 42,000. That's a profit of 92,000 every day.
Yeah.
Even if I'm failing on that about 50%, that's still a profit as long as I'm not
Hmm.
buying too. I sense passenger satisfaction, passenger satisfaction, airport facility, more cars access to best air. Have face having them. Well, yeah.
12
143
knots.
of the 243 on the
Conditions worsening, so you're getting a higher wind. It, uh,
baggage card to got here. I think I really got baggage.
yeah, because as that baggage cart arrived, the number of passengers increased. So I wonder if
They're
they're
directly,
getting,
yeah,
yeah, as soon as their luggage is loaded, they can board, which would make sense from a sim point, from the game point of view.
right.
I know how many people lose their luggage in real life. Oh,
And you've got this guy here running around in the golf cart with all this luggage still going to the plane.
yeah,
Coming down here to this. Why is this beach craft down here at the extra large? It's only got 9 passengers. 8 of them are in line. Where's the ninth one?
well, he definitely wasn't in the golf cart.
No. Restroom somewhere?
So probably 19, 18 minutes before it departs, or supposedly departs.
Yeah, if I check the
Got some
schedule,
people in a
that,
queue.
that Beechcraft is supposed to leave at 11.
Got a couple of people in a queue.
Luggage just showed up and they just started boarding. 8 of, where is, that's him there. Found him. I bet there. You have 18 minutes to get across the airport, dude. What were you doing? Taking your little time. Everyone's on board. They're ready to go. If I showed up, we could leave. Won't mind. Weather's getting worse out there. Want to be in the craft bouncing all over the place.
Yeah, that's fun.
Supposed to leave now.
I like how he just walks across all of the queuing area.
And he got there, and then now he's going to go through the queue, and he's going to miss his flight. Well, that's not my fault.
No, should have been in the waiting area,
Yeah.
departure lounge. It's his own fault.
So the workers sit over here where the deliveries are and wait for you to do stuff. I added storage here. I have dumpster. I think I need more.
Yep, just a few.
I got a ton of trash bags that are
67, runway 27, clear for takeoff.
selling finally. When I was playing this earlier, the bottom half of this pop-up wasn't coming up and I couldn't click on selling them. But after I saved it, office zone, I have that. So the garbage truck shows up and all the janitors help load the garbage truck.
Well, then again, with the amount of garbage that you've got there, I can understand why.
Oh yeah. And while I was trying to build the road so that I can get them off like this, I had already put my fence where it came straight up over towards the front of the pickup part of the terminal. So I had to move the fence, but I couldn't move the fence, remove the fence there until the new fence was built. But it needed the delivery from the delivery vehicle, which was clogging up all the road. And on the deliveries was the fence and the rest of the asphalt for the road.
Because you'd be making it insecure otherwise.
Right.
If so, I take it that's why that gate's there.
That's why the gate's there. The gate made it so that they could go in and out that way because workers can go in and out there. If not, they'd have to run around the whole front of the building to the front of the building.
Yeah.
That's just, if you're building roads, you have an arrow on your block. You can also half block it like so. It's like, I don't think it looks right, and I don't know why it does that. That Come on, get over here, build this thing. Guess I have to wait for it to asphalt. Actually, if I take that off, you can see that it only building it like it's a half lane. It doesn't connect all the way 100%. But it's like that. I can't get it to down the street correctly.
That's weird.
Yeah. Which I had all this almost done, and when I connected it to the main street, I was off. So I had to demolish and redo all of that.
Wow.
So that was slightly. Zoom is a little bit too far in sometimes. A couple more. You guys couldn't help him throw that last bag of trash in there?
They needed the donuts.
2 a.m. I already have passengers up. God, look at the thing explode. I don't.
Most coaches hold just enough, as much as the plane holds, doesn't it?
Almost, yeah. test this right now. Got Roy.
So where's your pickups? Is that down south?
Yeah, down here.
Okay.
Vegas claim.
Mhm.
Come on, I thought I did. Stuck on the wall that I.
Your airport's optimized. It's just the luggage, isn't it? That's your
I think
biggest.
it is. Which no, that's the next thing.
Because as soon as you the coaches are coming, dropping off, and within a few minutes of them dropping off, the area is cleared and ready for the next coach load.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you've done there. You've done the foundations, take the walls down. Okay.
Holy crap! A few people trying to bust the. Look at them just get sucked into that thing. They took more on that bus than what came off the plane. What I'm not understanding is you guys sometimes like come out, loop back up through. They're just going to the restroom. Why don't you go to this freaking restroom? Not zoned right. Or is that rest full? Could be. Just like that. I mean, 2 a.m. and 9 a.m. it got busy, and now there's in the airport.
Yep.
It quite literally is. That'd be the
I'd
and the
imagine so.
Ticketing. All right.
Right.
I think I'm going to mess with this for a while.
No, I'm gonna go to bed.
I figured as I would.
Well, well, it's 4 in the morning for me. You're probably
Stopping
up
They're all
most of the
stopping
time
at
doing the
load
sending.
thing beforehand.
There you go. Yeah, don't blame him. Good game.
I have that one too. That multiplayer.
No, no, unfortunately. But then, how could you make a city builder or town builder multiplayer?
Yeah, graph keep.
Well, you could, I guess, but you couldn't make it so you'd be working on the same town together, but maybe connecting 2 towns together. One's yours and one's the other person's. Therefore, you share the people, you share the work locations. Like, what was it, SimCity 5? That didn't it? Neighbouring district shared the populace between each other, because you could share you could sell your sewage and water, electricity to the neighbouring city and buy resources off of them.
Let's get it. I love that the little ding. All right.
Right, I'm going anyway.
Yep.
Have fun. I hope you get it sorted.
Yeah. I'll let you know.
Yep. See
Talk
ya.
to you later.